with being home, and it sounds like from what you said, like you've never found your purpose or identity in football. Do you feel like you've struggled with that at all with being done with football, like finding that purpose or what you're chasing after now that, football is not in the picture for you?
Mm. Yeah, I'd say I'm doing all right in that aspect just because, like, I feel like my purpose is trying to serve others and, be a servant leader that you talk about and, uh, doing that through different ways of, like, helping out with high school or, helping out with different things in the community, like being the best friend that I can be, being the best, son that I can be, and just, yeah, really embracing that and, taking it day by day. But in terms of, not being a football player anymore for me personally, um, that's not something I struggle with just because that's, the kind of the reason why I left was because I don't want to do it anymore. So, um, yeah, that really wasn't a struggle for me. And also the fact that football is just a mini version of life. Like there's so many, and we've already talked about it, but there's so many different lessons that you learn in football and just about hard work and determination and getting what you want and that just apply to your work, your life, that it makes it an easier transition because at the end of the day, mm, there's a lot of people that aren't willing to do a lot of different things. And um, if you're just one of those people that do those things, do what you're supposed to, and do the work, like you're already putting yourself, setting yourself up at a greater advantage than most people that you're working with. So, um, yeah,
How's it been for you getting into coaching and being back at Westline and getting to work with those guys? What's that been like for you?
it's a lot of fun. It's kind of a different perspective, obviously being a coach and like knowing some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes of coaching West Lion when like, some of the stuff that we do or some of the things that you question when you were a kid in high school, why you did things, and then like seeing it on this side, it's like makes so much sense. And like West Lion got a great coaching staff. Like I honestly don't really belong there because I couldn't tell you like I mentioned before, X's and O's Y's has never really been my forte. I've been told to run into people really hard. So um, you know, I'm more of a big morale guy, I'd say. A
Morale.
big encourager. I can teach the basics, the fundamentals, I suppose. But past that, I mean, we're gonna I'm gonna try and encourage kids to play hard and do their best, and the results will show for itself.
It's all about the basics anyway, baby. Block and tackle, am I right? Simple
Oh
game.
yeah,
Tackling.
low man
That's right.
wins.
I guess like body comp and workout wise, what's the goal with that now? We talked about purpose. What's your purpose for, still training like 3 times a week, you said, and I guess you probably lost quite a bit of weight since you've been done. Like what's that kind of look like and kind of your purpose for staying active now?
hmm Yeah, I guess it's just something that I'm used to, and also, I mean, ideally, I don't want to be a 30-year-old dude that can't, play the the leisure activities. Like I want to be that grandpa that's just balling up and in the front yard at 60 years old, even though I can't play basketball right now anyway, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But um, I think another part of it is just I like to work out in the morning and getting a workout done in the morning just like so good for just my mentals. Like your mental health of doing something hard right away in the morning and completing a task and mm, getting a workout done. And realistically, that's probably physically definitely going to be the hardest thing that you go through throughout the rest of your day. But just a way to start the day right and make me feel good about myself, about actually accomplishing something and doing something, and just build that momentum as I go throughout the day.
How much
Has it been
I know,
harder
like, I've
now that
been I've
you're
been taking your advice, Colin, on the I had to hit you up for the body comp and how to lose some body fat and still be jacked and, um, body weight in grams of protein has been huge for me, so bring on the protein bars and the
let's
shakes.
go, baby.
Yes,
Let's go.
sir.
What do you got, Jaden?
have you found it harder to find the motivation when you're not feeling a morning workout now that you're done with sports, or has it kind of just been ingrained in you?
I think it's just ingrained at this point. Honestly, if I don't feel like it, it's too bad. Like, we're gonna do it,
Mhm.
and I think there's also a part of that where, like, we lift with some of the high school kids, so what kind of message are you portraying to them if you don't show up just because you're not feeling the best on that day? Like, "Oh, well, suck it up. It's time to go. Let's get better."
Heck yeah.
It's good stuff. Are you still throwing big weight around, or are you taming out a little bit on that
Oh,
aspect?
I'm not gonna have, like, 4 plates on the squat rack anytime soon, but I try
Oh,
to keep the weight up a little bit just because, if you have the high school kid challenging you to a lift off, you still gotta be able to hold your own and
I was gonna
mm,
say I could
I
envision some Tate
I
Hobb
think I
versus
heard that
Monty squat
I
battles
think I
going
heard
on
a
in
like
there.
a clean battle went down, or is that just talk?
uh,
That's scary. Oh,
I
goodness.
I have given up on the whole squat rack with Tate. He can take that. I'm not he's miles ahead of me there, but, uh, the bench and the clean, that's still a fight worth having. So,
Hell yeah.
no, it's all good fun.